Okay, Judge,
Oh,
it's going, Judge.
okay, so we're live on YouTube. So
Yes,
then,
sir.
Ms. Calderola's client, that's Ms. Escobedo. Is that right, Ms. Escobedo? I can't hear you. You're gonna have to unmute your computer. If you can't do it, ask the bailiffs to do it. Still, okay, now that should be working now. Say something, ma'am.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now let me find your paperwork on my screen. All right, now I'm looking now for Escobedo. Okay, got it here. All right, now let me go back to Zoom and share the screen, and hopefully that'll come up. Yeah, we're there. Okay. Do you see the screen, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is your name uh, Alyssa Escobedo?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Alyssa Escobedo who in this cause number let me do this. And this cause number 697526, when this cause number is charged with the offense of theft of service of something having a value between $100 and $750. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
In this case, is a Class B misdemeanor. It's possible in this case that you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 up to $2,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir, I do.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video. If you have signed and that your attorney has signed. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
I did.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, she did.
And do you understand it?
I do.
Let me sign this document. 1 minute. Are you a citizen of the United States?
I am.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did in effect was tell me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, Matt?
I do.
So then, to the offense of theft of something having a value between theft of service of something having a value between $100 and $750, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Hold on one minute. The prosecutor today is what? Can you help me out here? What's your name?
Yeah, Urso, URSO.
Okay, so let me see if this will self pop up. Ursula,
Urso, URSO.
URSO. And the last name is?
Or that's the last name. It's Sabrina Urso.
Okay, let me go over here. Sorry, Sabrina.
It's okay, Judge. Sorry
I'll
about that.
wait for a while and okay, Sabrina Urso. I spelled that correctly, right? I hope.
Yes, Judge.
Now, Ms. Escobedo, do you understand? Now, the plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty. You understand that?
I do.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargain, that's your lower gap for you. Besides that, does anyone promise you something in order to get you to do this?
No, sir.
You're entering your plea then of your own free will. You're doing this of your own free will, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite it?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement's for a $0 fine, court costs, 180 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, a motion to destroy the weapon, and we ask that this judgment be satisfied. The state will also be taking into consideration cause number CC 714521.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain, Ms. Calderola?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you agree to this, Ms. Escobedo?
I do.
And Ms. Escobedo, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money run current, judgment satisfied. Motion to destroy the weapon is granted. Taken into consideration will be cause number CC 714 521. That means that case will be dismissed and returned for your plea in this case. Now, hold on, I have to do another set of paperwork or you can get stuck in jail. So give me 1 minute, please. Now I'm looking for Ms. Escobedo's other case. Maldonado Nunez Mitchell. Mitchell Alvarez. Okay. I don't see, okay, Mr. Urso, can you send me a dismissal on Ms. Escobedo's other case? That's why I'm missing it, because you haven't sent it to me yet.
Yes, Judge, I still need to fill it out.
Okay. So and these are the only cases holding your client, is that right, Ms. Calderola?
Yes, no, Your Honor. She has another felony pending. A
She
felony.
has a felony
sentence.
pending. So as far as
Yeah.
these cases are concerned, Ms. Calderola, these cases don't hold you anymore, but that felony still does, all right?
Yes.
Ms. Calderola?
Yes, Your
I mean,
Honor.
I'm
That is
sorry, Ms.
correct.
Escobedo. Ms. Escobedo, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck to you. Ms. Calderola, you can be excused, and Ms. Escobedo, I'll get that dismissal from the prosecutor and we'll take care of that case, all right?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Good luck, Elisa.
Thank you.
All right, let me see, and then
And
by
thank you all.
before the end of this meeting, Mr. Urso, please send me that dismissal, okay?
Yes, Judge.
Quick. Let me do some housekeeping real quick. Mr. Garcia, you say your client has a felony pending, so there's no agreement today? Mr. Garcia?
Mr. Garcia, you muted.
That's
There
what
you
she had informed me of that. So I'm gonna have to look into it.
Okay, well, let me see.
Can we just reset this case then, Mr. Garcia?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Uh,
thinking.
Hold on, Judge. Let me make sure there's no felony pending, Judge. I have to
Okay.
make sure.
Is there a felon? If not, I can go talk to her again.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes they'll say there's felonies pending in there and there's not, because they wouldn't send it to jail court. But we are going to be ready. I'll look into that, Mr. Garcia. We're ready on Francisco Alvarez. Mr. Otero, you ready?
I'm ready.
Only one case.
Francisco Alvarez. Let me find that paperwork. Hold on a little bit.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. I'm looking for Francisco Alvarez. I found that paperwork. Let me open it up on my screen. And it's opened. And now let me go to Zoom and share my screen. First of all, Mr. Alvarez,
Yes, sir.
let me find you on my paper docket. 1 minute. That's on the first page. Mr. Alvarez is pleading on the failure ID and the evading is being TIC. Is that correct? Mr.
That's
Hotel,
correct, Judge.
Mr. Alvarez, can you raise your right hand? You swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Hopefully this is gonna work. Okay. Do you see the screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is your name Francisco Alvarez?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you the same Francisco Alvarez when this cause number 2024 CC 735-885 was charged with the offense of failure to identify? Is that you?
Yes, yes, sir.
This
Yes, sir.
case is a class B misdemeanor. It's possible in this case that you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you signed and that your attorney signed. When you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand it?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Hold on, let me sign this paper. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You have signed it, and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did in effect was tell me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
So then, to the offense of failure to identify, how do you plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
Hold on 1 minute. And do you understand on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargain that the lawyer got for you, besides that, anyone promised you something in order to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you entering your plea then of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement's for a $0 fine, court cost, 15 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and we ask that this judgment be satisfied. The state will also be taking into consideration cause number 2024 CC 735-885.
I'm sorry, the number I have on that is different from the number you just recited. The plea we just took on my docket is showing that the
Let-
885 numbers,
I
the
think
plea we just take, the one that should be
backward.
cashed is 2024 CC 736030.
Let me take a look at my docket, Judge.
Okay.
If that's what Mr. Otero has as well.
It's just a matter of, just numbers. That's okay, but let me check with Jordan. Jordan, is that what you're showing on your screens?
Yes, sir. On my docket, I have 2024 CC 736030 for evading arrest and detention.
And that's the one that's being TSC. Okay,
Oh, I have it the other way around, Judge. I think that's why.
okay. Well,
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Yes. Yes.
he's
So
he's
that's
pled on the failure ID and the evading is being TSC. Is that right, Ms. Urso?
That was not correct, Judge.
Pardon?
But
Okay.
we can go ahead and change it.
Okay. Then it's not gonna break your heart if we do it as, like the way it is on the paperwork on the computer, right?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay, so then,
With your
please.
permission, I can change the case number, Judge, if that's needed.
okay, is that your understanding of the plea bargain, Mr. Otero?
It is, Judge.
Do you agree to this, Mr. Alvarez?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Alvarez, the court having taken a plea of no contest on the offense of failure to identify in cause number 2024 CC 735885. In that case, the court having heard the plea no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 15 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money concurrent, judgment satisfied. Taken into consideration will be cause number 2024 CC 736 030. That means that case will be dismissed in return for your plea in this case. Now, are these the only cases holding your client, Mr. Otero?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, if these are the only cases holding you, sir, then you should be released sometime today, all right?
Thank you,
Good
sir.
luck.
Thank you very much. God bless
And
you.
Mr. Urso, please give me that dismissal before the end of the Zoom meeting today. All right?
Yes,
Good
Judge.
luck.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You can be excused, Mr. Otero. Thank you. Okay, so then,
Judge,
yes.
Judge, if I may, give me a minute. Mr. Hunt,
Yes.
can you go to one real quick? I'm gonna put you in one. I need to talk to you real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay, so then, who do I have on the screen?
All right, next is going to be Mr. Hicks. Are you ready, Mr. Hicks?
We are.
Mr. Hicks is going to be Jamor Mitchell, and did you say we're going on both cases? One is an MTR, correct?
No, actually, what we're going to do is he's going to plead true to, I believe, condition number 1, that he violated his probation, and then he's going to state has agreed to TIC, the new charge, and place him back on probation.
Okay, and do you know if this is a regular probation or deferred?
It's deferred, Judge.
It's a deferred? Okay. Okay, so then, let's see if I can find this paperwork on my screen. One sec, please.
Mr. Hicks, if you could you forward me that email?
Right.
Oh, sure.
So then
Yeah, here, let me look for it here. Hold on one moment. I'm sorry, I guess you weren't in the loop on that?
No, I was not.
Okay.
Without
gonna-
any modifications, Mr. Hicks?
Let's see. I'm so sorry.
Are we amending conditions or he's just being continued?
No, let's see, it says plead true to the new number 1. I'm sorry. Add a condition, defendant's current probation require a cognitive thinking course and TIC the failure to ID. Withdraw the MTR and extend him on his current probation. So, Mr. Mitchell, I did forget to mention that to you, that they just are requiring you to take one additional class in exchange for this. I did just go ahead and forward that to you, Ms. Ursa.
Can you forward it to me too? Because I'm out of the loop too.
Okay.
And I'm the one
you
that's
got
gonna
it.
prepare the paperwork.
Let's see here.
It's
Officer
Alexander
what's your-
Valverde. Mhm.
Okay, so then, I have Mr. Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell, can you raise your right hand? You swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Mitchell, put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Is your name Jamora Mitchell?
Yes.
Are you the same Jamora Mitchell who in this cause number 2024 CC 741952, who is currently on deferred adjudication for the offense of evading arrest. Is that you?
Yes.
This case, before we go any further in this case, you filed a motion for video, to be able to video this case. You signed it, and your lawyer signed it. When you signed this motion, you said it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to report. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work. You have to give me yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. The reason we're here, first of all, I have a certification of your right of appeal in front of me right here. And you've signed it, and so is your attorney. You signed this document. What you did, in effect, was tell me that you understand that if I adjudicate you guilty, that you have a limited right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And the reason we're here is that there's been a motion to revoke your probation and your deferred filed in your case that alleges that during the term of your probation that you violated the conditions of your probation. Can I ask the prosecutor to please read the alleged violation?
Yes, Your Honor. The state alleges that the defendant violated condition number 1 on or about the 6th day of April 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Jamor Jahid Mitchell, committed the offense of failure to ID in violation of condition number 1.
Is that allegation true or not true, sir?
True.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No.
Besides the plea bargain, that's your lawyer got for you. Besides that, anyone promised you something in order to get you to do this?
No.
You're entering your plea of your own free will.
Yes.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreements for Alex, if we're continuing.
Is it continuing?
That's my understanding, Judge.
Oh, we're continuing him. Okay, sorry. 1 minute. So then we've accepted the plea of 2, but we're not going to revoke him. We're instead going to continue him on deferred. Are there any new things that need to be
Yes, Your Honor. We are gonna add a cognitive thinking course. And the state will take into consideration the new charge, which
okay. And the new charge is going to be 2025 CC
005356.
Okay. Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Hicks?
It is, Your Honor.
And you agree to this then, Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Is that a yes? I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Then, Mr. Mitchell, the court having heard your plea of 2 to the motion to revoke your probation and your adjudication, the court does not revoke you. I instead continue you on your deferred adjudication. I add a course, a cognitive behavior program, and taken into consideration will be cause number 2025 CC 00535. That means that case will be dismissed and returned to your plea in this case. Anything else I need to do in this, Ms. Urso or Ms. Valverde, just to make sure?
I think that's it, Your Honor.
No, sir, that's it.
Okay. Does he need to talk to you after this is over, Alex?
Yes, sir. The deputies will hold them for me. And may you give Jordan permission to use your stamp on the conditions?
Yeah, absolutely. Jordan, can you use my stamp on the conditions?
Of course, sir.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Then we're
Because
good.
I'm not going to do it through Adobe, Your Honor. I'm going to do it here in person.
Okay. Now I'm going to click to sign here. I was trying to forget that you're in person in the jail. I'm not. Sorry. Okay. Then, Mr. Hicks, you can be excused. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day.
You too. All right, stop.
The, Mr. Meadows, are you ready on Nunez? Andrew?
Yes, I am.
Ready, thank you, Mr.
Meadows on Nunez, right?
Correct.
Let me find Nunez on my screen. Before I go any further. Okay. Okay, now. Let's see, Mr. Nunez. Can I have Mr. Nunez in front of the camera, please? Can we get Mr. Nunez in front of the camera, please? All right, Mr. Nunez, can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, sir.
You swear the testimony that you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. And that didn't work. Let me click one more time. Hold on. Okay, do you see the paperwork on my screen?
Yes, sir.
Is your name Andrew Albert Nunez?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Andrew Nunez with this cause number 2025 CC 005346, who is charged with the offense of failure to identify? Is that you?
Yes, sir. That is me.
Okay. This case is a Class A misdemeanor, and it's possible in your case you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir. I'm aware of the mistake I made.
Okay. But I just want to make sure you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be.
Oh,
You
yes, sir.
understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm looking at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you signed and that your lawyer signed. When you signed this document, you in effect told me that it's okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. You have signed it. And your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on, let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. And you signed it and your lawyer signed it. When you signed this document, what you did in fact was tell me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
So then, to the offense of failure to identify as a Class A misdemeanor, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, sir.
Okay. And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, has anyone promised you something in order to get you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you doing this plea of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement's for a $0 fine, court costs, 16 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and we ask that this judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Meadows?
Yes, it is.
And then do you agree to this, Mr. Nunez?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Nunez, the court having heard you plead no contest on that plea, the court finds you guilty. Follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 16 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money run concurrent. The judgment is satisfied. Is this the only case holding your client, Mr. Meadows?
No, I just learned this morning he has an MTR on a violation of protective order. I don't
Okay.
even know if I represent him on that. I'm going to have to research it. But so
Okay.
it's not his only hold.
So as far as this case is concerned, so this case no longer holds you. That other case may still be holding you. Okay, you understand?
Yes, sir. My attorney made, or he made me aware of that too. Jay,
Good luck to you then.
you as well. Thank you.
And Mr. Meadows, then you can be excused.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Butler, you ready on Maldonado?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Butler's ready on Mr. Maldonado. Let me find him first on my screen.
Hello, Judge.
Yes?
Hi. How are you?
Fine. Who's speaking, please? I'm sorry.
That's
Oh, it's okay.
Destiny Maldonado, my client.
Miss Maldonado speaking. Okay, hold on, Miss Maldonado. I'm trying to find your paperwork. One
Yes.
sec.
And while you're finding that, Mr. Hunt, did you ever, are we going forward with your case this morning?
I believe so. We're going to have to use an AKA on her. She goes by Fields and Hastings both. I just wanted to verify that. Okay, and it is as Jay sat, so I'm ready to see her.
Okay, got it. Okay. Let me.
Miss Maldonado, in the meantime, let me find you on my paper docket. Hold on. And who's the attorney for Miss Maldonado? I'm sorry.
I am.
Mr. Butler. Okay, I got it right here. Okay, Miss Maldonado, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm going to attempt to share my screen with you and hope that the paperwork comes up. And it didn't, damn it. Why not? Let's try that. Okay. Do you see the paperwork now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is your name Destiny Maldonado?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Destiny Maldonado who in this cause number 2025 CC 002428 was charged with the offense of criminal trespass? Is that you?
Yes, Judge.
This case is a Class B misdemeanor. It's possible in this case that you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, Judge.
Looking now at a document entitled Defendant Consent to Plea by Video that you signed and that your attorney signed. When you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. You have signed it. Your attorney signed it. And when you signed this did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, Judge.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. And you've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did in effect was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, If you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have the right to appeal. Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
So then, to the offensive criminal trespass, how do you plead? Guilty, not
Oh, excuse
guilty,
me.
or no contest?
No contest.
And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to do this?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargain agreement that your lawyer got for you? Besides that, has anyone promised you something in order to get you to do this?
No, sir.
You're doing this then of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement's for a $0 fine, court costs, 5 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and we ask that this judgment be satisfied.
That is the agreement, Your Honor.
And do you agree to this, Ms. Maldonado?
Yes, sir.
Then, Ms. Maldonado, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. Follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to $0 fine plus court costs, 5 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money run concurrent. The judgment is satisfied. Is this the only case holding your client, Mr. Butler?
I believe so.
If this is the only case holding you, ma'am, then you should be released sometime today. All right? Good luck
All
to
right.
you.
Thank you, sir.
And Mr. Butler, you can be excused then.
Thank you.
The indoor handles, how are you gonna open it?
Righty, very quickly. Mr. Baker, you have your offer, Mr. Baker, on Jonathan Harris?
Yes, I do. And Teresa,
Yes, sir.
I wasn't able to, I didn't know the cause number, so I left that blank. Can we fill that in on the?
The clerk will be able to fill that out with the judge's permission. Is that the judge?
Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Mr. Baker, I'm moving you to room 1 to speak to your client. There you go.
Thanks a lot.
All righty, yes, sir. All right, Mr. Kimbrough, you ready? Let's see, Mr. Kimbrough, where are you?
I'm ready. Yeah. Solis.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
What page
I
is
don't
that
know.
on, Terry?
That's going to be on page 4, bottom of the page, page 4, bottom. Are we going on both cases, Mr. Kimbrough? What's happening?
Both cases.
All righty, I should have 2 on Solis, Jose Solis.
He has a theft of property with a previous conviction, and the other one is a theft of property as a deed, right?
Correct.
Yes.
And he's pleading on both those?
Correct.
Okay, hold on. Got you on my paper docket. Now let me find you on my screen. And Mr. Solis, got the 14 case, so that will work. Okay, so then I've got that. Now, Mr. Solis, can you raise your right hand for me? You swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth. Nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, put your hand down. I'm about to try and share my screen with you. Why does it do that? Okay. All right. Do you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is your name Jose Solis?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Jose Solis who had cause number CC 635114, who is charged with the offense of theft of property under $50 with a previous conviction? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Actually under $100. Okay. And are you also the same Jose Solis who in cause number CC 705490, who in that case is charged with theft as a Class B misdemeanor also in that case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you know you have 2 theft cases, right?
Yes, sir.
And they're both Class B misdemeanors, and it's possible in both those cases that you can be punished. Well, hold on a minute. Mr. Kimbrough, on one of these cases, you marked this as a class A. Isn't that a B?
Actually, I'm not positive. I didn't look it up, so you may, I'm
Okay,
sure
'cause I
you're
have two
right.
conflicting things. On my paper docket, I have it as a theft under 50 as a with a previous conviction. But then on my screen, I have it as a theft under 100 as enhanced. So I need to know what the proper offense is so I can tell him and what the proper punishment range
They're
is.
both class Bs, Judge.
They're both class Bs. Okay. So Mr. Solis, in both your cases, they're class B misdemeanors, and it's possible in both your cases, and I'm going to correct this, that you
No,
can
Judge.
punish anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 up to $2,000, and that's possible in each case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In both these cases, you filed documents entitled Defendant's Consent to Plead by Video. You've signed them, and so is your attorney. When you signed these documents, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you filed this in both cases. And you signed these documents in both cases, and so is your attorney. Did you go over these documents with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did he explain them to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand them?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me sign these documents. Okay, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You signed it, and so is your attorney. When you signed this document, what you did in effect was tell me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
So then, go up here. In cause number CC 635114 to the offense of theft as a class B misdemeanor, how do you plead in that case, sir?
No contest.
And in cause number CC 705490 to the charge of theft as a class B misdemeanor, how do you plead in that case?
No contest.
Okay, hold on. Do you understand that a plea is no contest? The court can still find you guilty anyway. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to enter these pleas?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargains that your lawyer got for you, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to do this?
No, sir.
You're doing these pleas of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain in these cases that can be recited once if it's the same?
Yes, Your Honor. Do you want me to do both of them at the same time?
Yeah, if it's the same, we can just do it once.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. The agreements for a $0 fine, court costs, 55 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and we ask that this judgment be satisfied.
And that's the same
for both cases.
Okay. And that, do you agree to that? Is that your understanding of the plea bargain, Mr. Kimbrough?
Yeah, except that's the amount of time he has in on these two cases?
That's what I have on my docket, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right, that's fine. As long as he's got the time in, that's fine. Yes.
And be judgment satisfied. So, do you, and do you agree with this, Mr. Solis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then, Mr. Solis. And cause number 635114, where you're charged with theft as a class B misdemeanor. In that case, the court, having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs, sentence you to 55 days in the Bexar County Jail, give you credit for time served, time and money run current, the judgment is satisfied. Evidently, we have Spanish speaking paperwork here that I have to sign as well, so hold on 1 minute. And someone accept it. Okay, I've signed one set of paperwork. I've got to sign the other set of paperwork, or your client can be stuck in jail, Mr. Kimbrough. So hold on 1 second while I look for the other set of paperwork on Mr. Solis. I think this is it right here. Okay, Mr. Solis, board
Yes, sir.
having heard you plead no contest also in your other case, cause number 705490. In that case, the court also accepted the plea, you plead no contest. I filed a plea bargain. I sentenced you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentenced you to 55 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time remaining current, the judgment is satisfied. Okay, are these the only cases holding your client, Mr. Kimbrough?
No, Your Honor, he's waiting transfer to TDC.
Transfer what? For a felony or?
Yeah, felony. So he's going to, I don't
Okay,
recall.
so as far as these cases are concerned, these cases no longer hold you, so you should be transferred if you have felony cases that are pending on you. Okay, you have to be transferred to TDCR. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Solis.
Okay.
Mr. Kimbrough, you can be excused. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, so then.
Okay, let me do some housekeeping real quick. David Woodard, is that you, Mr. Woodard?
It is. How you doing, Terry?
Doing good, David, doing good.
David, how you doing?
David,
Morning,
you
Judge.
have-
How you doing?
Good, thank you.
You
Okay,
got
what-
Lincoln Oil Plaza this morning, David. You ready? You ready to confer with your client, or you need to talk to the state?
No, I can confer with my client. The state's already given me an offer on him.
Okay, got it. Moving you to room 2, David. All righty. Let's see, Mr. Baker. You ready on
Yes.
Jonathan Harris?
We're ready to go, whenever the court is.
On
All
what's
right, Judge.
the last name again?
Jonathan Harris, page 2, Judge, bottom of the page. Harris.
4, page 1, page 2. Okay. It's in order. Page 2, Jonathan Harris. Okay. I found him on my paper docket. He has 2 cases. Is it a plea on both, or is one being TIC?
No, Judge, he's only one. The Harris is only one. Hastings
Oh,
is
the other one's he's Hastings. I'm sorry, I misread. Okay, so Mr. Harris is charged with evading. Got him on my paper docket. Let me see if I can find him on my screen. 1 minute. Jonathan Harris. Yeah. Okay, now back to the little. That's wrong. Okay. Okay, Mr. Harris. Where I'm looking for him right on the screen, I'm not seeing him. Can we have Mr. Harris on the screen, please? On the camera.
And Mr. Woodard, real quick, David, I guess your client wants to hire an attorney?
He told me he already has. This is the third time I've dealt with him.
Okay,
Okay,
got
what's your client again, and what page is that on?
Judge David Woodard is on page 4, Judge, top of the page, Leonardo Plaza. He wants to hire an attorney, but it's not on
To
the
hire
system.
attorney.
He told me he wants to hire. I asked him, so I have to send it back, David. So
Okay,
I guess
send that.
then back to 15, David.
Okay,
Okay, thanks, Terry.
thank you, Mr. Woodard.
Thank you,
Good to see you,
David.
David.
Good seeing you.
All right, now. Okay. So then, we're now on just about Mr. Harris, who's on page 2 of my docket. Do I have Mr. Harris? Mr. Harris, can you raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
For the testimony that you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes, sir.
Can you put your hand down? Let me see if I can share the screen now. Okay, do you see my screen?
Mm.
Is that a yes?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Is your name Jonathan Harris?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jordan, can you fill out the rest of the cause number on this for us, please?
Yes, I can, Judge.
Okay. Are you the same Jonathan Harris who in this cause number 2025 CC 001591 who is charged with the offense of evading arrest? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This case, I believe, is a Class A misdemeanor. And again, I'm going to have to fill that out because it wasn't filled out. This case is a Class A misdemeanor, and it's possible in your case that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you signed and that your attorney signed. When you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you signed it. Your attorney signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Are you a citizen? Let me sign this. Hold on 1 minute. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
Now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, and you told me the fact was this: Judge, I understand that if my lawyer makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal.
Yes, sir.
Understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then, to the offense of evading arrest, how do you plead?
No
Not guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Okay, hold on. And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, anyone promised you anything in order to get you to do this?
No, sir.
You're doing this of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement's for a $0 fine, court costs, 251 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and we ask that this judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Baker?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
And do you agree to this, Mr. Harris?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Harris, the court having heard you plead no contest on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sent you to 251 days. Oh, hold on. That's right. I sent you to 251 days in the Bexar County Jail. I give you credit for the time served, time and the money current, and the judgment satisfied. Do you know if this is the only case holding your client?
Your Honor, I think there might be a TDC transfer pending, but I'm not positive about that.
Okay. So if this is the only case holding you, you should be released unless there's another case out there that says you shouldn't be. All right.
Okay. I know there's another one in Kamal, but I don't know about the TDC transfers thing.
Okay, actually, I think that's correct, Judge. I knew there was something out there. Yeah, I think.
Okay, so the Kamal case may still be holding you. All right, but this case no longer holds you. All right.
Okay. All right.
Good luck to you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
And Mr. Hunt, I'm sorry, is this Mr. Hastings? Mr. Hunt, is this your case? No, Mr. Baker. It's your case.
Baker.
Mr. Baker, you can be excused then. All right.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, Judge. Let's see. I know your docket's got some holes in it, but the only attorney that I haven't heard from, Judge, is on page 3 on Montoya Aleman. He hasn't showed up and he's hired, Judge. Would you like me to send this case back or keep trying to call him? I've already texted him twice and left a message.
Okay, I'm just let me just catch up on my paper
Please.
document because I'm okay.
Uh,
On page 1 of the docket,
Okay,
all the
page 1.
cases are taken care of, correct?
Correct, Judge, page 1.
Actually, there's one in the middle on Mr. Statson, Minerva Burgos.
Correct, Judge. Burgos, that's going to be reset for 5/1. And state's
that
not ready.
reset?
They need to contact they need to contact the company when you reset. Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right, so that takes care of page 1. And now I'm looking at page 2 of my paper docket. And that's been taken care of except for the last case, which is Miss Kathy Hastings.
Yes, Judge. She decided she did not like the offer, Judge. She didn't want to
So-
talk to Mr. She didn't want to
No
talk to Mr.
agreement?
No agreement, Judge. Yeah, it goes back.
That's that.
And
Okay.
as for Mr. Garcia, Damian Garcia, what happened with that?
No,
one?
Hastings, Kathy Hastings, bottom of page 2.
Kathy Hastings on page 2 of the docket, and the attorney is James Hunt. Okay.
Yes, but is anything happening with Mr. Garcia? I didn't get that. If there's
Okay,
any.
that's on page, yeah. We'll
You're talking
figure it
about the attorney, Mr. Garcia?
No,
Oh.
the defendant.
Okay, I'm sorry, and that is Damian Garcia?
He bonded out.
Okay,
He bonded out.
thank you.
Okay. All right, so that's page 1 is taken care of, page 2 is taken care of. And then page 3 of the docket, I have at the top of the docket, Brittany Cracker with John Garcia.
Yeah, she did have a felony pending, Judge. And Mr. Garcia did not want to proceed on this case without the felony pending. And it's a
Okay.
PF case on that felony, so he doesn't know anything about
No
it. So
agreement.
no agreement
Okay.
on that one. Send it back.
Okay. And then I'm going down the page to Jose Montoya Aleman. Gary
Yes,
Hiller's
Judge.
your lawyer.
Yeah, he's hired, Judge. He's retained on this case. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. He has not answered my text or my phone calls, Judge. So, but
Okay,
he's
that's the
retained.
last
So
case
I
on
could,
the docket.
yeah, that's the last case we haven't taken care of. So I guess I'm gonna have to send this back. Attorney no show.
Okay, sent back. Attorney no show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then does that take care of all of the cases on the plea docket?
Yes, Jordan, what do you have what holes do you have, Jordan?
Let me double check here. Let's see.
And I'm waiting for Patrick Lamas to log in, Judge, for the bonds, but
That's
I don't
fine. I
think
just
we
want to
need-
make sure we can get this done and I can say the magic words to release Angeles
Yeah.
Rivera.
Judge, I
And-
also